Renegade Immortal, Part 2, Theatrical Edition. Immortal Slayer, with their name, Battle of the Gods, or the Immortal Slayer, is finally coming. Wang Lin crosses entire cultivation realms to slay the Blood Ancestor, and his true body forcefully obliterates the Blood Star. For Renegade Immortal fans, this is truly a feast for the eyes. Just a couple of days ago, the official team released preview concept art. Combined with the plot summary, it's now clear that the title Immortal Slayer refers to the iconic scene where Wang Lin, within the Thunder Immortal realm, defies a massive cultivation gap to kill the Blood Ancestor in a stunning reversal. Recently, many fellow Taoists have been asking Wang Lin's clone has gone to the Luotian star domain, but where is his true body? When will it finally appear? Let me break it down for you. The exact release timing of the Immortal Slayer theatrical arc. How Wang Lin defeats the Blood Ancestor, despite the overwhelming power gap, and what happens after his true body appears and destroys the Blood Ancestor's stronghold when will Renegade Immortal, Part 2, release. Let's walk through the reasoning. The anime has currently reached around episode 135, corresponding to chapter 675 of the original novel. Wang Lin's battle against the Blood Ancestor takes place around chapter 760 to 785, roughly 80 chapters ahead. Given that the adaptation progresses at about 5 to 6 chapters per episode, it will take approximately 15 more episodes to reach the Immortal Slayer arc. In other words, the theatrical version is expected to release around July to August this year, right in the middle of summer. How the clone and the true body take down the Blood Ancestor. As everyone knows, Wang Lin's clone is constantly roaming and taking risks while his true body remains hidden, cultivating in secrecy. The last time the true body appeared in the anime was while observing a major battle. After uncovering a shocking truth, Wang Lin's clone immediately headed to the Luotian star domain, while the true body stayed behind in the Alliance star domain, continuing to lie low. However, the moment Wang Lin arrived in Luotian, he attracted two powerful pursuers. Allseer Tian Yunzi dispatched Tan Lang to hunt him down. Shortly after, Blood Ancestor Yao Xinghai also began chasing him. The Blood Ancestor sought to retrieve Yao Jihui from Wang Lin and monopolize the Immortal Estate token. Key background: the Blood Ancestor. The Blood Ancestor originates from the Yao clan of Luotian, and his lineage traces back to the infamous Blood God. By the time he arrived, Wang Lin had already entered the Thunder Immortal realm, so he followed the guidance of his bloodline and pursued him there. At this point, Wang Lin's clone was only at peak ascendant. The Blood Ancestor had already reached the mid-stage Nirvana realm. The gap between them spanned nearly 2 major cultivation realms. Under normal circumstances, Wang Lin would have stood no chance, and the Blood Ancestor believed exactly that, confident that defeating Wang Lin would take no effort at all. He didn't even bother consuming a blood soul pill beforehand. That arrogance would soon cost him dearly. Wang Lin sets the trap. After realizing the Blood Ancestor was approaching, Wang Lin immediately began planning a countermeasure. By sheer coincidence, he and his friend Li Yuan discovered a collapsing immortal storage space, a volatile pocket that would completely annihilate anything struck by external force. A perfect natural trap. Wang Lin made his decision instantly. He used Yao Jishu as bait, deliberately allowing the Blood Ancestor to sense her location and luring him into the collapsing space. However, the Blood Ancestor was still a powerful Nirvana expert. The trap only managed to severely injure him. He immediately used an escape technique, planning to recover and settle the score later. Misfortune strikes again, but fate had other plans. While fleeing, the Blood Ancestor ran directly into Yan Lazy Masters of the Thunder Immortal Hall. Yan Lazy was utterly ruthless. He directly seized the Blood Ancestor's primordial spirit and shattered his body. This left the Blood Ancestor in even worse condition. His cultivation dropped from mid-stage Nirvana. His nearly completed blood body was reduced to countless fragments. He was forced to start over from scratch. A desperate escape and a fatal mistake. At that moment, Wang Lin closed in again. The severely wounded Blood Ancestor no longer dared to fight head-on. He split off part of his blood body as a decoy and fled once more. That fragment was forced into Wang Lin's body, causing him to collapse into unconsciousness. What the Blood Ancestor never expected was that this very action would become the turning point of the entire battle. The true body descends, Blood Star, annihilated. At this time, Wang Lin's true body had already reached the strength of a peak 3-star ancient god. With even a trace of a mature ancient god's aura, he stood on the verge of advancing further. The preview scene reveals his location, a desolate star situated within the Blood Ancestor's territory. An almost perfect coincidence. The moment he learned his clone had been gravely injured, his rage erupted. "You dared to harm my clone. Today I will erase everything you've built." With the Blood Ancestor absent, the Blood Star was left nearly defenseless, the perfect opportunity for revenge. Total destruction. Upon arriving at the Blood Star, Wang Lin encountered an old acquaintance, Xin. After fleeing in fear of Wang Lin in the past, she had eventually submitted to the Blood Ancestor and become part of his faction. But none of that mattered. The moment the true body acted, the result was nothing short of apocalyptic. With just a few devastating strikes, he completely destroyed the Blood Star. Tens of thousands of years of the Blood Ancestor's efforts were reduced to nothing. The clone awakens power reversal. Meanwhile, Wang Lin's clone regained consciousness. As expected of the protagonist, misfortune turned into opportunity. By harnessing the power of a heavenly tribulation, he forcefully refined the blood body within him, absorbing centuries of accumulated energy. In a single leap, he broke through from peak ascendant to the Yang realization realm. The Blood Ancestor falls. As for the Blood Ancestor, after losing his blood body twice, his cultivation plummeted drastically. In the end, he fell to the same level, the Yang realization realm. With one side rising and the other falling, the balance of power completely reversed. Wang Lin no longer had any reason to fear him. He acted decisively, suppressing the Blood Ancestor and sealing his soul into the 10 billion soul flag. Aftermath. From that moment onward, Wang Lin's mindset underwent a complete transformation. What once seemed like unreachable experts were no longer beyond his grasp. After personally defeating the Blood Ancestor, he realized even the strongest cultivators can be brought down. This victory laid the foundation for his future confidence, especially when he would later return to face all Seer. Tian Yunzi. Final thoughts. The Immortal Slayer. Theatrical arc is, without a doubt, one of the most anticipated highlights of the Renegade Immortal anime this year. Whether it's the battle of strategy between Wang Lin and the Blood Ancestor, or the overwhelming dominance of the true body, the payoff will be immense. The only downside, we'll have to wait a little longer until its official release in July to August. And when it arrives, it will absolutely be worth it. You can preview my novel on my 2 YouTube